shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling.
And it is Thursday. How is it already Thursday? And how is it Thursday at 4 o'clock Pacific? Am I the only one who kind of lost half of the week? You guys let me know. Let me know in the comment section. You know the standard question. What are you having today? I am hydrating as I have been drinking the last 2 days. So I'm being good tonight. I killed a bottle of Moët yesterday, so... Okay, it wasn't a bottle. It was already open. I already opened the day before, so I just finished off the bottle. Let me know in the comment section. Am I the only one who feels like it's Monday? And what are you drinking? Having said that, we are solving problems. Yes, we are. Let me pull it up really fast. If you... Gustavo, are you in the audience yet? It is too silent in my comment section. Are you here yet? Or are you still getting your drinks? In the last live show, Gustavo had pointed out a bug. And it was, hold on, let me open up my sandbox so I can show you guys what he pointed out last time. Screen share. There we go. And he had pointed out, no, don't open that. Come on, Evie. Oh, we don't have a subtask. That's why. When there is subtasks in a task right here, so let's just add a subtask to that. Let's call it subtask. Why is everybody so silent in my comments? I see you watching. He had pointed out that when there is subtasks and you open them up, it screws up the view. You see how this all weirdly, there you are, how it all pops over and just is weird user interface, right? Shouldn't be like that. We actually want to see what the heck is going on. I have an update for everybody else that is not in the Discord channel yet. I reached out to my ClickUp contacts and we got update. Hold on, let me pull up. You know what? I'll just move it over there. There you go. Now you can see something. It's a little bit small. Let me see if we can do this bigger. I got information that the team knows now. They're letting, they added me to the bug report of this weird user interface and overlay. They're working on it, and the ID of that ticket is CLK 21474. So it is being resolved. They are working on it. This is the joys of you guys popping in the comment section and letting me know things like that. we can get it fixed. It might take some time, but we can get it fixed. Yeah, I am assuming with the coding, they're gonna look into that. They're gonna see where and what. So we'll see when they fix it. Just keep an eye open and keep me updated. You are in the Discord channel. For everybody else that might want to join the Discord channel, it's not public yet. It is public. I haven't officially completely announced it yet. I am still learning my way around Discord. And Gustavo and I have been having fun over there. You can join by askev.tips. No, actually your chat is over there? Over there? I don't know. The chat is somewhere on the site. You are welcome to join us and pop in there. Fun to see you here, Al. Al is a new one in my academy. You snatched an extra deal. You didn't even just snatch the good pricing. You got my Streamline Your Life stream as a bonus for the Leap into Life one. So while you are here, let's take care of you. You messaged me. We got the template updated. All of that technology is taken care of. Yay! I swear, technology was a pain in the butt when it comes to that. Everything that could have gone wrong with my delivery was going wrong. My problem happens. I do not have the automation and the task template with it. Now, having said that, things are getting updated. So what I'm talking about, guys, for everybody that did not join Leap into Life, I was there and he snatched access to my Leap into Life. As my life watchers know, we've been working on updating the academy and we are like this close to be on the new system for me then finally to work on updating all of the rest and updating videos and all of that fun stuff. Now, the deal that Al snatched is the Streamline Your Live stream. This was a course, multiple recordings kind of thing. Now, this has become my course for everything running a live show. It doesn't matter if that's a live show with guests, if that is a show or anything. That pretty much has been becoming my content course. Will be updated. This thing is going to be huge once we're done. Having said that, where L is running in right now, I did update the links for the ClickUp template. That's the one I'm looking for. Yes, I do. Why am I not logged in? Come on. Could you please log me in? Thank you. And if you see that, that is the... Really? You're being an ass. I swear, technology right now. Another reason why we're updating the academy. Okay, so now that I finally can access everything, this one right there. You got the regular one-on-one. This is getting started. There is your ClickUp deal, all the things. Cool, we got that one. There's also, by the way, a ClickUp training template. I don't know if you saw that. We updated this one, so this is the new ClickUp template already. And what I was talking about is I apply a simple template right after people submitted their questionnaire. So guest wants to come on the show. I sent them a ClickUp questionnaire. They submit it. It becomes a task, and I have subtasks that are getting added to that right away. Now, you do have a live show task template right here. So what you would need to do is implement this, meaning pull this task template in and save it as a copy to your workspace. And that then would get applied in your guest submission automation. So once you have that task template pulled in, you have saved it as a template, you then choose that right in here. Make sense now? So it's, I don't even know if we can build it like that. I don't think the automation, do the automations come in with it? I am not 100% sure, to be honest. And I've been running all day, so you are just getting half of my brain capability today. Before we jump into, I have a whole bunch of things I want to take care of. There were a whole bunch of questions that I want to cover and do all the things. I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. UK, yeah, you are just hitting midnight. In Germany already, I always calculate to Germany because my mom is over there. It's the easiest. We got 9 hours, 16. Oh, yeah. Wait. 4 plus 9 is 13. Yeah, they're already past. I think you are 1 hour faster than Germany. So, yeah, I'll jump in the comment section. Let me know if the whole pulling in the task, saving it as a template, and then applying it to the form makes sense to you. Joel is live on the Discord channel. I don't know if you're watching, Joel. If you want to come in, if you want to nerd out with Gustavo in the Discord channel about your whole Jira ClickUp setup. I know, Gustavo, you're working a lot on moving your team out of Jira into ClickUp. Keep me updated on that because I haven't worked with Jira at all. So we'll see on that one. Okay, let me see my note. Yes, I actually have notes for today's live show. Can you imagine notes? We have your bug report taken care of. Joel is apparently not joining live. We'll see if he pops in later on. He is one of my VIP members, so he gets to join the show live if he wants to. And Joel is typing in the Discord channel while I'm talking about him here. His ears must be ringing. While I go through my to-do list, if you have any questions, pop in the comment section. This is what I'm here for. This is your public office hour. I'm here to help you, not just to talk to myself. I do that the rest of the day. I don't want to just talk to myself. I already have too many voices in my head. Okay, we got that one. We got that one. Next, I haven't touched that one at all. So what you are seeing there, other than the live show folder template link, that link I got updated, I have not added anything else. So what you are seeing there is what has been there. Having said this, again, we've had a couple of tech issues. One of the reasons we're updating the Academy because of that. So it's entirely possible. Again, you're getting in on the ground floor before all the updates happen. This is going to be fun. Moving from Jira to ClickUp. Ooh. How are you? Now I'm curious. Gustavo, how are you laying out your workflow and your process and what you're gonna do? I doubled up my lipstick and now it's all flaky and feels weird. Guys, you have it so easy, I swear. I'll come to your I'll come to your, you know what, let's do it before I dive into the other question. It's pulling. There we go. I have one question. Is there a way to have the replies open in the comments? You are talking about replies to comments on tasks. You are not talking about email replies, right? Not that I know of. They are working on something. I don't know when it's coming. I can't promise anything. We all know how development goes. This is Joel. Really? At least he has the whoever is in the Discord channel sees Joel right now. He is looking for the eCam link to join live. I'm all over the place today. Where is he? General. So it seems like Joel is gonna join us. He's also reaching out to you, Gustavo, on the Discord channel to check on this. Coming back to your question of, is there a way to have the replies open in the comment section? Joel, check out the Discord channel with the members only free one. I just tagged you so you can come in. On Joel, you're bringing me totally crazy here today. Okay, Evie, focus. No more scroll moment. I don't think there is a having all the replays open from as a general setting. Now, I do know there has been a big effort to simplify communications and therefore comments within ClickUp. I am pretty confident there is plans to have a comment space, community space, whatever you want to call it, where all of your conversations are more linked, chat channel type kind of thing. But yeah, so no short solution for you on that one right now. I'm pretty sure there is a feature request for that on Canny. Okay, we will be talking Jira and ClickUp here in a little bit. The biggest team is operations. Yeah, they have tickets all the time. I set it up as a space for sprints and Kanban folder. All the spaces that have a link to operations will create their task on those spaces. And then I create a new field and assign to so that anyone can create a ticket, assign it to operations, and create. Nice! That's going to be fun. Oh, and you're talking automations. We'll be talking automations later on today too. I like that idea. I really do. Especially because we were also talking about, not last time, but the time before, I think, different use case scenarios for ClickUp forms. I think that's where that one came from too. A lot of my clients are starting to use ClickUp forms for work submission and tickets. It is becoming a serious thing, and it makes it just so easy to make life easier, to just create tasks without you having to do anything. Now, before we talk more automations and Jira and all the things, let's talk recurring tasks. So this right here, I have gotten more traffic on my recurring task videos right here on YouTube. And there is two things that are happening. One is we have the legacy recurring tasks and we have the new recurring tasks. Meaning we are, let's just grab something. Do I have some kind of a space that I don't care about? Template test. Template test? That'll do. Template test will do. Let's share screen and let's give you a couple of workarounds on how to work with recurring tasks to make a couple of weird things happening. So Jamie was talking about right here of, let me make sure, because we have two different requests when it comes to recurring tasks. So Jamie said, hey, what about if we have a task that I would like to schedule ahead to do on a different days and time during the week? If I copy and paste the calendar, it doubles up the task, which I'm not 100% sure what he's doing there. If I set to recur, I can't change the time of the copy task. Any suggestions? So one of the major things that is regularly happening is that we simply have Monday at 10, Tuesday at 11, Wednesday at 3, and Thursday at 5. So we have them regularly occurring, but they are on different times for each day. So what we often do is we do the Monday recurring, and we set up the Monday recurring task just like we would. That is either way happening, set recurring, weekly, on schedule, create a new task. You have the video on how to set up a recurring task. I'm not going to walk all of that through. And save, meaning it's supposed to be Monday. There we go. So you set up one recurring task for the Monday time slot. As long as the Monday time slot is always the same, we are all good. And then you set up a, let's save that. And then you set up a Tuesday recurring, and you set that one up with the due date of Tuesday, recurring weekly, on schedule, done with a different time, whatever that is. Cool? So rather than trying to make one recurring task do multiple different things, you set up one for Monday, one for Tuesday, one for Wednesday for the times that you want. If Tuesdays and Thursdays is the same time, set up one recurring task for Tuesdays and Thursdays for the same time and just go with it. Now, here comes the secondary thing about recurring tasks. This only works if this is the same time on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and whatever. So if these recurring tasks constantly switch over and switch around and do the things, there's Avi here who jumped onto, sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud. I just hit my microphone. Avi came with a similar situation where it's like, how do I change future instances of recurring tasks? For example, I have a meeting each day at noon, but I want to change the meeting on next Monday to 1. The future tasks are shown on the calendar, but I cannot move it to another time. I can only move the first instant of that tasks. Correct. That is, though the regular recurring, you cannot move those. So there is some major differences in what's possible with legacy recurring task, which is not this one. This is the regular recurring task, and legacy. So these in here, you will see the future instances and you cannot move them. It's not like Google Calendar, for example. You can set a recurring appointment in Google Calendar and say Mondays at 1 o'clock. But next Monday, I need it at 1 o'clock, and I'm only changing that one appointment. We do not have this capability in ClickUp yet. Having said that, under these 3 dots, there is legacy recurring. Now, the downside of legacy recurring is you cannot see your future instances. It doesn't show like the normal ones. Having said that, legacy recurring allows you to change appointments without an issue. But the question then also becomes, hold on. the question then also becomes with recurring tasks is, should it actually be a task? And which task are you doubling up? Because you need to choose, are you using, for this recurring task, are you using the first ever task as the template to duplicate for moving forward? Or are you using the task one before the one you are building? Like as a recurring task will ask you, which one do you want to duplicate? Do you want to duplicate your first ever task, or do you want to duplicate the latest task you have active? That can screw things up, because that means if you are changing your appointment today from noon to 1, tomorrow's will be at 1 too. So what we are doing often enough, I don't use tasks for meetings. Not to block my time, no nothing. Because I'm just closing a couple windows. I simply do not have the same capabilities for appointments and meetings that I have in Google Calendar. Now, what we do with that, let me pull up my calendar view. What we do with that and what you can automate too is pulling in your calendar. No, you do not need to see my doctor's appointment, so let's bring in, not biz task either. While we are talking about calendars, please, 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 if you are syncing your tasks to a Google Calendar, have a Google Calendar specifically just for your task where you're pulling this in. Do not pull your tasks into your normal everyday calendar. I want to know, did you set up a Google Calendar just for your Google tasks as Joel is coming in? Let me bring Joel in. So let me know in the comment section. Please tell me you set up a Google Calendar only for your ClickUp tasks. And where do I have my guest? Dual screen. I am switching live. We are signing Joel as guest 1, and there he is.
Uh-oh. Hey.
I got you right on screen.
Unbelievable. You summoned me, so I'm here.
I summoned you. That did sound kind of nice, though. That didn't sound too bad. That didn't sound too bad. While I have you here, I'm actually, you know how this whole thing goes. I do not need to tell you. Ecamm, I am just finishing up with the calendar setup. So what I do with meetings, actually, guys, I don't set them up as a ClickUp task. I set them, let's just use my day batching calendar. Or not. Come on, where's my syncing? There we go, that's fine. I have my meetings as a Google Calendar and pull them into ClickUp to be able to easily switch around those meetings and have all of the call information and have all of those things that the recurring task in ClickUp just simply can't do. And then what we often can do is set up an automation to generate a task based on those appointments. Just makes it easier. I'm like, don't Google Calendar with the whole, hey, just change the time for the specific event, makes it so easy. Why try to make it do something that it can't do? Now with that, Joel, somebody told me you were wanting to connect Jira and ClickUp.
Well, I call it Jira, but yeah, sure.
I call it Jira. Jira? Is it pronounced Jira? I have no freaking clue.
Yeah, it is actually Jira. That's okay. So, yeah, I do a bunch of, large-scale software work with big companies. And so Jira isn't going anywhere. Yeah. But I was imagining something like this. I haven't had a chance to look at the interface stuff at all. My apologies. I know there's some way to hook them together. Yeah. Been teaching all week. Wow. Just got out of one of the classes. So
it's.
I mean,
It's
like literally 7:30 to now. And so I'm in good shape. I'm with you. In any case, so when you have a whole bunch of teams doing software work, like
yeah.
let's say you got 10 or 20 teams building something, you always have this team that's got a dependency on some other team to get something done.
Yep. Just a little bit. No,
Just
that
a
never
little
happened.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jira has the ability to set a dependency between the teams, but it doesn't really have any ability to poke people about what's going on. So I was imagining like using ClickUp as the way to do the update reminder, hey, what's up, with things that are open dependencies with other teams.
Hmm.
So in other
Which
words, let's
definitely is
say
easier to explain in person than on written
and
Slack
on
channel.
text.
Yes, I
Yeah.
completely get it.
Yeah. So imagine for instance, you're big enough, and this works in an agency setting too. Like you've delegated something to some VA or agency or something. You've created a task for them, but let's say you're using Jira instead of ClickUp or in addition to ClickUp. Can I have somehow ClickUp read what's going on in Jira, keep track of how long it's been, and if there hasn't been an update or something like that, go ahead and do a workflow thing or send a message or something back to these other folks saying, hey, you got this open task. You haven't touched it in 5 days. What's up? I have no idea if that's possible, but I was just sort of thinking of, ClickUp's a good automation platform. If the integration is there where it could figure out what's going on in Jira, maybe it could do that.
So yeah, I'm like Gustavo's already jumping into the comment check section, so I love that. He's like, you have that in ClickUp. Interestingly, Gustavo they are switching completely. They are leaving Jira completely for ClickUp. Now I know that's a whole nother story. Technically, yes, the feature is there because we can build automation based on time and status. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
We do have the whole time and status.
So it
So there
reads, you can
is.
tell it to look at a Jira project, read the current state of something, the current status of something. Yeah.
So technically, yes, there is capabilities that can help you with that in ClickUp. I know that. Now, I
Okay.
haven't worked with Jira ClickUp integration directly. So I'm literally jumping around right now, seeing
Yeah.
what that specific integration actually does.
Right. And I know this may not have an answer right now. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gustavo's saying something about Integramat, which I haven't played with
Yeah.
before.
Coming to that in a second.
Okay.
There we go. I'm pulling up, connect them. Okay, so it seems like I'm only seeing on the website right now, add a task in ClickUp on a new issue in Jira. Powered by Automate.io. Yeah. I am seeing that Unito is doing two-way syncing. My problem is Unito is doing per user, meaning as soon as somebody comments somewhere, that is a user. And the cost on that is skyrocketing at that moment, especially when you're working with the team. Every team member is a user, and the price is just going crazy. I am
Right.
talking with Unito. They are looking into changing their pricing structure because of that. Having said that, Gustavo is also on a good hunch here. Some of this might be possible between Integromat and those two.
Because what I would look for is to be able to just sort of selectively pick the things that you want to pay attention to. Because, in the world that I'm working in, literally you could have 100, 200, 300, 500 developers. And you don't really want to be pulling all of that into ClickUp. It's just a few things that are of interest out of that, if that makes any sense.
Oh no, it totally does. And that's where Integromat would come in, because you literally can just filter and saying, based on that piece of information, I want to do something or I don't want to do something.
And maybe Gustavo knows this, but are these integrations with only the cloud system, or does it work on-prem or both? Because Jira, you can use their cloud system or an on-prem version, and some companies do one, some do the other.
Okay, so looking at, let me pull
Sorry,
you.
where are you looking at? Because I like I said, I haven't had a chance to do research on this, but
So let me pull you into, where is my overlays? New camera overlay, guest one. Let's bring you in two so people can see you.
now I'm on the page, but I still don't know where it is.
So I am. I'll pop in the link here in just a second once I arranged
cool.
you a little bit.
Okay.
It right now I am looking at Integromat. I'm just popping it in here for everybody. As well as sharing it in the general channel on our Discord channel.
Okay.
Integromat. So I see Jira platform, the cloud platform. There is Jira Server 2. So it talks to both.
It supports both. Yeah. Good. Okay.
So that's a good thing to know. On technology, even without diving into it, Integromat can sort things. So one video that's completely different topic, but just so you guys get a visual. I'm showing this setup here in next YouTube's video, but you have filters in here. Meaning, as long as you can find that data point that decides of, yes, we want to do something with it, you set up the filter and you say, hey, only if this specific data point is given, you keep doing something.
Yeah. So like, for instance, we could filter, maybe like filter for labels or something like that, and to grab just the things we care about for this.
Correct.
Yeah, cool. By the way, does my mic sound okay? I've been bouncing between different stuff today.
You sound good on my end. You guys in the audience, let me know if I need to adjust volumes a little bit. I have my microphone closer.
I can get closer too if you want.
I am waiting for my Elgato short arm. So that we can get the whole high thing out of the way.
Do cats have short arms? No, never mind. Elgato? Elgato? Never mind.
Elgato, yeah.
It's been a long day.
My brain cells are dead. I am not following any hidden jokes today. It's not working.
Thanks for the mic. Thanks for the mic check, Gustavo.
Sweet. Yeah, because I knew Joel was potentially coming in, I made sure I get the mic close, and I don't. Often enough, I'm more quiet than my guests because my guests are content creators and they have fancy microphones. So, having said that, yes, I don't think that the native Jira. I love Al.
What's so funny?
I love it.
Oh.
I am channeling my inner dog. He always does that. I don't think the native Jira integration necessarily is going to do you any good, because it's just like, here is a ticket, make it a task in ClickUp kind of thing. From what you're describing, and with Gustavo's help and your nerdiness, knowing Jira, again, I have not worked in Jira, I have not built anything. Technically, the chances are good that an Integromat integration with filter setup could do the job for you to filter out this and that, and then moving them in as a ClickUp task, and then pay attention to task and status.
Okay, I'll take a look at that. Thanks. That sounds like a reasonable starting point for sure.
That could be. Yeah, and I'm diving into some simple automations with Integromat with next week's YouTube video, so you guys get to see a little bit more of this automation piece. Which, if we have time today, I was going to talk about the whole automation piece on those YouTube content creation stuff I've been sharing as of late.
Thank you so much, Evie.
You had to go there. You just had to go there, didn't you?
I did. I couldn't resist.
I could go here if you want.
As I just watched Lucifer for my lunch break, so that was
There you
quite
go.
fitting.
There you go. Thanks for playing along.
Oh, always. And if you guys, by the way, I see there's more people watching than I have likes on that video. You know how that thumbs up works, right? Little guilt trip. Who, for everybody that's new on the channel, there you are. How you can get a spot like Joel and literally ask your question live on show. Joel is you are one of my earliest VIPs.
I
You
think
pretty much
way back.
way,
I think
way
it was.
back.
I think it was the day you turned it on.
I turned it on the live show with
Or was it
Doc.
in
Doc was like, you
Doc's
need to do office hours.
Right.
So
right.
while
Yeah.
being live, I built the Buy Me a Coffee. I'm just popping in the link again. We are moving out of the Facebook group simply because too much stuff gets lost in there. It's just too messy. I am starting to learn Discord and getting better at it and making sense of all the things. So we got the regular Discord support channel. You guys can join. I just popped in the link. And with the paid membership, which is still evolving, we're still figuring out how that's going to look like and what it's all going to be. But part of that definitely is you guys being able to just jump on live on the show. You're going to get the eCam link. You can just jump right on. And we walk through and figure it out or not figure it out, or just collaborative, try to figure it out.
Sure.
Just one with it.
Sounds good. By the way, you've convinced me. I have to do the Discord thing too for the same reason. And I've set up a channel, but I haven't really done anything with it yet. So,
Facebook has become so noisy. I used to have Facebook open as a tab right in my browser right when I open it in the morning, and I can't focus. There is too much going on. Too much scroll moments, and it's also down in engagement because it's like everybody is pouring into that Facebook group, but nobody thinks about coming back to asking their questions when they have a problem. They end up popping into the regular ClickUp's Facebook group, and I'm like, you literally have somebody working on it rather than just, who does somebody know? Let's see, let's figure it out.
Yeah. The thing that got me about Facebook is actually there was another group, the streamer thing we were in, that it was incredible watching the filter bubble stuff in motion, because like a few hundred people in the group, and literally within 3 or 4 days, you're only seeing 5 or 6 people, and that's like, yeah, I mean, I get that that's what they're doing, but if the point is for everybody to see what's going on, it doesn't really help. It seems like it gets in the way.
And the nice thing is, I'm like looking at, again, I'm still working on it. Jalil just joined today. He's one of my fellow vetted consultants. There's the screen share. It's nice to be able, look, there you are. It's nice to be able to have the Slack sorting, but not only have text channels. We're going to have voice channels. I'm going to be able to feed in video, all kinds of things. But I also easily, where is it? Oh, there is new videos. So you easily will see when I produce content, when I have new stuff out there of, is this applicable to you or do you not give a shit? Cool. Don't give a shit. Scroll down, find something that you actually care about, or pop in and ask your questions. Yeah. That's how all of this came about, because Joel popped in and is like, okay, we are working on the whole Jira ClickUp thing. Where do I go with this? What do I do with that? And then come to find out, Gustavo is moving his dev team right now off of Jira to ClickUp. Perfect. Cool. Let's get these two together.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Gustavo, I've got lots of background with Jira for like years and years and more years than I want to talk about. So if there's any questions on that end I can help you with, just let me know.
Did you just age yourself?
Well,
Doc is in the house.
what I tell people is I've been in the business for 15 plus years not to scare anybody.
So you don't actually have to date yourself. It just means I know what the fuck I'm doing.
It's enough to get the point across without, people trying to decide which kind of dinosaur I am.
I'm the one eating leaves.
And eating leaves, right? Am I the one eating leaves or looking for lions, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Doc, how you doing?
Happy you like it, Gustavo. He's also making use of it. I'm like, Gustavo and Joel are getting stuff out of the Discord channel because they're both getting engaged. They're asking the questions. But again, it also allows us just to focus more and really just get some stuff done.
Yeah, you mentioned doing lots of stuff in Discord. There's somebody else I follow who's completely different, right? She's a pilot who, of course, couldn't fly during the pandemic, but started doing Microsoft Flight Simulator stuff. She's built this humongous community of people who go and do Microsoft Flight Simulator virtual flying together. And so she's got this Discord channel that they use as the voice channel while they're off flying.
Though I just spend a whole day flying. So there's that.
Yeah, so they have arguments about VFR and this and that, and I think it's much more interesting than somebody posted that there's there's apparently a mowing simulator. Mowing, yes, you can get on a lawnmower and simulate mowing.
Why not? I guess
because
why
everything,
not?
right?
I guess why not? And now, yes, Doc is everywhere. He is the reason. Phonosaurus. That one, maybe. I don't know their names ever. But yeah, Doc is pretty much everywhere. He has not made it yet into the VIP Discord channel, even though he's one of the first VIPs that joined. Yes, I just called you out publicly, Doc. I love doing that.
Because he needs a place to be, right?
That's where the fancy people are, in my VIP channel.
He could hang out. He could hang out with the Saurus and the V.
God, I'm gonna have to get little dinos or something. I'm gonna make sure I'm not forgetting anything.
I need another prop, right? Some of my coach friends keep saying that I need to do a workshop on stuffed animal coaching because I use this guy on camera a lot.
Why not?
When we got to talk about the elephant in the room.
It's storytelling.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, Gustavo, a lot of people do that. They keep the Jira as legacy repository. We had a lot of behind the scenes conversation between VCs, and it doesn't matter if it's Jira or something else. But clients often come in with moves like that. And they're like, oh yeah, my God, we want to move everything. I don't want to lose anything. I'm like, why? Most of the time, you move your active stuff over. Don't get me wrong. Sure, you're working on it. You need to move your active stuff. But they literally wanted to move everything they had in Jira. And it's like, why? Want to take a bet, that one piece, those one pants where you have to drop just £1 to wear it, you're never going to freaking wear it. So yes, keep it as a repository, keep it around for, I don't even care, keep it around for a year just to be safe, and then even then just drop it. I'm happy to hear that you are not moving everything, because chances are you're never going to need it. You are muted, Joel, just saying. I did not mute you, that was you.
Yeah, no, that's me. Never mind. Too many buttons, like they say. I'm back now, I think, right?
Been busy leaping. Yeah, now let's leap into the Discord channel. Joel, you're welcome to stick around. I want to dive a little bit into automations because I promised to showcase some automations, but you're welcome to stick around and ask questions. I think you got that template too.
I think so.
I don't think you have put it to work yet, but you have that template too, and it is applicable. The automations I'm going to show you guys, and again, there is a precise video coming out on Tuesday about this. But yeah, I'm gonna just nerd out a little bit on automations.
Cool. happy to hang out, or you can bounce me if you want. Either way is fine.
You can just hang out.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Gustav was like, yes, why? That talk was solved with, how many times have you searched for a ticket this month that is X months old? Yeah, exactly. It's like, who it's done. We don't need it. With that, screen share. There's my screen share.
If you keep me here, I might play around, though.
If you play too much around and annoy the living hell out of me, I'm hitting that red button. And
Yeah,
Doc has a point. You know, when you move a messy drawer to the new house saying you'll clean it when you unpack? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That drawer, for me, there is only a couple of things where it might be a key or something that stays. And if I move, that drawer goes. I literally throw everything out. That's what I do.
The last time I moved, I made a new rule. It was any box that I haven't opened since the last time before that I moved is gone without question.
Before I go into automation, that is such a freaking American thing.
What do you mean?
Storage units and not unpacking boxes. The only boxes that are not getting unpacked is Christmas stuff, and they are only getting unpacked at Christmas. I have never had a freaking storage unit. And I would understand it if it's military, I don't even care which branch of the military. And they are not keeping a place here, and they are storing family heirlooms and expensive furniture or something. I get that.
Okay.
But the storage units I have seen.
So what part of this is
You don't want that shit in a year, not even in 6 months. Why?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like, why hold on to this stuff if you're just not going to use it? Just make it go away.
Yeah, exactly. But it's such an American thing. We don't even have storage units in Germany.
I have a funny feeling. Okay. But computer cables. Come on. That's like.
You keep one. You keep one or two of those weird ones because at some point you're going to find that I literally have this age-old iPod with the big white, So I'm not throwing out all computer cables. I do those weird ones. I do keep one around.
The minute you throw that one cable out, you're going to find the thing that it went with.
But I know Doc's computer cable box. There is not just one of those in there. Mr. Apple has at least 5 of those old iPad cables. You know that.
Yeah. Well, I got some funny looks because I've developed this habit of anytime a cable even seems like it might be bad, like something weird happens, I just throw it out of the studio and it hits the wastebasket because I don't have time to worry about whether it's going to do it again. Yep.
And that counts for your
audio thing. Is like the cables are going to kill you every time. Don't let them try.
Yep. And the same is true for your Jira as well as your ClickUp. Clean that shit up.
Okay.
Having said that,
you can do your automation stuff. We should do a show together sometime.
I think we've been talking about this for a while, actually.
Yeah, I know.
But we would be talking for 3 hours and not get anywhere.
Yeah, but maybe people would show up for that,
So, talking automations. Al, you're going to be interested in this because I'm going to be talking automation specifically in that YouTube folder that I'm going to show you a couple of things. These are applicable to other use cases too, and you're actually going to get a sneak peek of what you're going to see on Tuesday in the video. Now, one of the easiest automations in here, let's pop right in there, template. One of the easiest automations that we were talking about earlier, and I showed Al how to do that, is adding a template right when a submission comes in. So this also would easily be applicable for you, Gustavo, meaning in this case, it's a guest submission. This also could be a ticket. Let's move. Moving him over to the other side. This also could be a ticket submission, operations. Hey, I need to get something fixed. We've talked about a couple of those use cases with these forms. Easiest automation is, first of all, assign somebody to it right away, because if you do it in here, it doesn't cost you any automation, because it's just with the submission. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure this doesn't cost you any points on your automations, because it's quote, not an automation. As well as apply a template to your forms. So with my guest submission, it's the check the profile picture, schedule them, blah blah blah, whatever has to happen. That process, that workflow, you can build that task template and apply it right with the form. With operations, again, who is going to be taking care of that ticket once it ended up with support or operations? Who needs to do something with it? You never want to have a ticket not get assigned to anybody, because it's just going to get lost as unassigned. And then what needs to do with that? Apply your tasks right there. Easiest automation ever. Now, walking back a couple of steps, you can apply automations in all kinds of different areas. So if you are, let's go back into, am I in both? No, that's my sandbox, so that I don't screw up my own stuff. I have to clean up my own space because I've been doing too much sandbox testing in it, and it's a mess. If you go into everything, there is nothing, because we can't automate everything. If you're going into space level, you're going to see the automate button right here. What that means is you are automating everything in this space. So let's play this through here for a second. If I build an automation in the space and I say when task is created, then assign, that means every single task in every single folder, in every single list that is being created in customer success will be assigned to that person. So think of that when you are building your automation. The same happens when you are putting them into a folder. It only works in that folder. So it's not going to happen in support and feedback if I set up the automation in the CRM folder. Cool? Again, that is the whole ClickUp structure, how that feels. The higher you go in that structure, the more it's going to funnel down and the more it's going to happen. With that, let's go back to mine, because we do have some automations in here. The easiest ones, as you can see, when task is created, the online profile is getting set to YouTube, because I know it's YouTube content. It's in the YouTube folder. I don't want to be sitting here and going new task, testing a new task, and then having to go in here and I'm like, okay, which tags need to be there? What custom fields am I setting? Doing all the things and assigning and blah. I'm going to be creating the YouTube content. I know it's going to be YouTube content because I'm in the YouTube folder and I know I'm going to have to take care of it. And there is tasks afterward. Automate that shit. Literally, when task is created, do things. And you can double these up. Right now, mine is quite messy because I have them set up as separate automations for every single thing I want to do on it. You can double these up. So when task is created, cool. Set the custom online profile field to YouTube. Then assign it to Evie. Then what else do you want to do with it? You really can stack those up. We are testing certain workflows right now, which is why I have them set up as separate automations. But as you can see, you easily can stack them up. The only thing we cannot stack up is email stuff. Email stuff, look at that. Let me show you one, because I know some of you are working on support ticket stuff. I am in mine. Where's my support? There's my support. So I have on my academy. Is that my support? No. Customer success. I got it up there. That was testing. On my Academy, and this is completed, is a button that sends you over to a form, which looks like this. It's a support request. Cool. Record a video to make it easier. Awesome. Your name, email. What are we talking about? Is it my account? Is it a template? Is something not working? What plan are you on? Drop your files. All the things. It's just literally a support form. They come in here. Now, there's 2 automations I'm running with this, and this is perfect for any kind of support ticketing system, task ticketing system, whatever it is. There is 2 things that are happening. So this is only a support list. So it's only going to be happening in here. That there is support coming in. There is nothing else happening. It's just a support list. So when a task is created, meaning somebody submitted the form, the task is created, stuff is happening, there's 2 things that's going to be happen. One email is going to be sent to me, support@askevie.com, telling me, hey, there's a new ticket with a ticket ID, blah, 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 and the general link to this list. I decided to set it up that way you can pull any kind of information in you want in here. Then we're also sending out an email to the email they inserted here. So it's going to whatever is in that custom field for that email. So whoever submitted that ticket gets an email back. And subject is, why is it just hi there? We need to update the subject because that looks crappy as a support ticket reply. But the body says like, hey there, thank you so much for contacting us. We received your support ticket. It gets the task name, meaning that's what your name is going to be when you support that ticket support task. The task name is literally the name of you on that support ticket. The ticket ID, the issue where I ask people to short describe what's going on, will be added. Cool. If you need anything else, there is my email to follow up straight if you need anything else. By the way, this has been generated by a bot, just so you know. Little funny gizmo at the bottom. So every single time somebody sends a ticket through that support form, I get an email, they get an email. And you don't even have to worry about it. It's just happening. What else do I have in there? Yeah, I also do with this one a change the task date. So when that task is created, change the start date to the trigger date. So when that task has been created, equals the ticket has been submitted, set that start date to that day, and then change the due date to tomorrow. Now, what does that mean? That means a ticket comes in. I know when the ticket comes in because the ticket date is going to be the start date, as well as setting a due date for tomorrow so that ClickUp is going to remind me, hey, there is something to do because it has a due date and not a due date. So it comes back up as a reminder and I don't miss it.
Yeah, and by the way, Evie, that's exactly the kind of pattern that I was talking about before with the Jira tickets. Yep, totally.
So theoretically, what you could do, same kind of idea. Under specific circumstances, we want to create a ticket in ClickUp, set the start date to the date it has been triggered. So today, just like I have it here, set a specific due date of check this shit out if that's working right or if we need to do something about it. And there's, again, other things and more stuff we can do after that.
Cool.
Let me see. Gustavo, right over Joel. Let's move you up there. Gustavo is using the email comment functionality to track the response I get from any development I do. Trying to enforce that with the rest of the team too. Yeah, you have fun with that. I think team getting the team on board is one of the most time-consuming things with stuff like that. Simply because you got to get the team on board.
You know, you can always send the follow-up emails to more and more interesting places with more and more interesting subject lines.
Build it up by task date and that in here and do this and do that.
You know, it's like you respond in 24 hours, or this email goes to that person.
I don't think
You don't
we
think so?
have. I don't think we have an automation yet that goes as far as if there is a reply or not within ClickUp. Yeah, you have to be persistent with that, or we've all been there. We've all been there. And we are already hitting an hour, so that is that for today. I'm happy we got to play around a little bit and bounce off some ideas with Jira and ClickUp. I'm excited to see where that goes, so keep us updated in the Discord channel.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me on. It was fun.
You know me. I'm like, and this way I also can talk to people.
Yeah, exactly. And I only brought one animal. I can bring more next time.
I don't have it. My animal is laying down there and is like, Mom is not paying attention to me.
Yeah.
So I have a whole bunch of animals all over the floor. He couldn't decide last night which one he wants. Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
at least he won't cuss like a parrot. I've been seeing gray parrots on TikTok that are just total potty mouths. I mean, they just won't stop. I don't know if you've seen them.
They only say what you teach them.
Exactly.
Which
Kind of
would
makes
not
you
be a
wonder
good
what the
thing in my
home scene is
household.
like. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Though I also have a sassy dog that keeps me on track. So yeah, there's that. Cool. I'll see you in the Discord channel. And I see everybody again next Thursday. Let's see what we're going to talk about next Thursday. Whatever I can come up with. If you guys are popping into the YouTube video comment section, chances are, if you ask a question, you're going to pop up right here at some point, as you saw earlier. And yeah, I'll see you on the channel. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Honey, I got what you want.